let's try and focus, which has not been my strong suit today. I was trying to clean my desk, and I went off on all these side quests for like the past 2 hours. I was just trying to clean it up a little bit so I could film this video. But I've kind of fixed the buckling on here a little bit. Not as much as I'd like, but I'm working on it. And it's a lot better than it was the other day. So that was side quest 1. Side quest 2 was, for some reason, I felt the need to organize all my nibs, like size 5 Yovo into a thing, and size 5 Schmidt into a thing, size 6 Yovo. You know, I just labeled everything. I just, you know, went a little nuts. And then I found a folder to in my A5 Hobonichi cover that I've not used because I don't use A5. To keep these things in, because I stamp them all out, which that was, or, you know, write through them if they're a stencil, and then they fly all over the place because they're Tomoe River paper, they're loose, and so if I keep them in here, they won't fly all over the place. So that's another tangent. And then I covered all my samples with tape, and then, as usual, I don't know what this tape dispenser is, cello tape. It's the most evil tape dispenser on earth. This, like, can you see how sharp these jaggedy bits are? I cut myself there every time. Every time. But these new Band-Aids I got in the little kids section of Tiger are really good. They're, I've washed my hands a few times and they're still on. Not as good as IKEA ones that they stopped making, which I haven't forgiven them for this. Because they had the best Band-Aids. They would stay no matter what you did until you wanted to remove them. And then they didn't hurt to peel off. I don't understand how they made them, but they were the best Band-Aids. Okay, look, I'm already going on tangents in this video. All right, so this is what I got at the fountain pen meetup. So he had got me a rickshaw pin sleeve a while back. Let me see if I can find that. It should be in here. This one. But she forgot to give me the stickers. So this has been going on for months. But hey, I have them now. So Writer's Gotta Write, Rickshaw Cupcake, and Rickshaw Donuts. So I got those stickers. I'll put them in the key folder. And then she also gave me these Halloween stickers. Because she knew I'd put them in my journal because I'm silly. And then, let's see. Baron fixed this Italics Black Mamba nib. I don't know if you remember. Where's my journal? Here's my journal. Let's see if I could find the page that that it wrote so wet and so fat that I just like hated it. I brought this on my trip with me and then I couldn't write with it because I couldn't read what I was saying. So he tightened the tines for me. This is now the 3rd nib that he has done, but I'm quite happy with it. So readable, look, more acceptable. I will keep the pin. So yeah, that's the 3rd nib that he's fixed for me. He also fixed this one, which was scratchy, but that was like a different day. And he fixed my Bainu, where I had kind of bent one of the tines a little bit. He fixed that, and now that writes wonderfully as well. So that's 3. And I've put aside another pin. I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm like, certain pins of mine are just getting scratchy. I'm not dropping them, not writing too hard. Anyways, he's going to fix that one for me too, because he's wonderful. And then, let's see. The next thing I got, so where we meet in Spitalfields Market, there is a Tiger, which used to be called Flying Tiger, just across the way. And I went there looking for kind of a place to put my glasses because I forgot my glasses sleeve, but they didn't have one. But they had this, which is a nail care set. Neglisse. I don't know how to pronounce that. Anyways, and it has all these nail care things in them, but I already have a nail care set. And I thought this would be ideal to hold my brass pocket pins. Ta-da! Not even bulging. I'm very happy with it. So I've got somewhere, so there's no way I'm not gonna be able to find this when I'm looking for my brass pocket pins. And then I got 5 samples. So, no, 4 samples. This is from the time that I met up with Baron and he fixed those other 2 nibs. And that's Journalize Deep Space Aurora. And then we've got Pilot Arashizuku Chiku Rin, Pilot Arashizuku Yuyaki, Tag Kyoto, which I think I got this from Brian, and he said that it was like a brand that makes 3 different kind of lines of inks, and that it's quite hard to get a hold of this. So I was lucky to get that. And then Diamine Caramel Sparkle. And usually I don't do shimmers, but what's wrong with me lately? Because this is a shimmer and this is a shimmer. This one's just so pretty, the color of it. I'm going to do swatching in here. This is the little notebooks I made from the printouts by Marcsmellow, which I'll put a link in the description. And these are the newer sample lid things that I made because I couldn't find my usual punch that punches round, and so I had to get it. I thought I was buying a round punch, but I don't look at things closely before I buy them. It's a real problem. And this one came with these little kind of scalloped edges, but it's much easier to peel them. So hey, happy accident. So I made things. So this is Journalize. I did a bigger one when it was on the bigger paper, and I knew I was getting a sample, so I did this smaller one for this kind, and this is Sailor and Pilot, and then I'm going to be swatching the Ferris wheel press that I did in the previous video in here because it wasn't in my book. And this is my Ferris wheel press one. And then I thought, why not do the other 2 Ferris wheel presses? I won't do that on camera, I don't think. This is going to be the tag because I'm really running out of stamps and stencils and I can't find any that interest me. So that's going to be a problem. But I will do these off camera because I'm so slow. And then I'll show them at the end along with where they are in this book. And that is that. So let's get started. Now that I said it's easier to peel, I'm struggling. Put the lid on the other 2. All right, so the first one we will do is Diamine Caramel Sparkle. I think this is a Shimmertastic. And I have the Cocoa Shimmer, and that's actually probably the most well-behaved shimmer I've got. I haven't had a problem with it ever. All right, I'll close that. Nope. Do the lid. All right, we've got, the next one will be Pilot Arashizuku Yu Yaku. Hopefully I didn't just stick my head in the frame. I hate that. Yuyaku or Yuyaki? Aha, Yuyaki. Good thing I caught myself. So then we'll do the other pilot. Move that there, move that there. Give me some space to operate. And this one is Chiku Rin. Very pretty green that I rinsed off my brush before I did the lid. So I'm on this mission to try and get a sample of every Pilot Arashizuku color. No special reason. Just decided I needed a mission. These just write so legibly. All right, and next we have Tag Kyoto, not a shimmer. So there was like a pop-up shop in one of the stores here in London, of kind of a Japanese store, and he got a really good deal on this because I think they had it marked up wrong. He went back to get some more the next day and it was the right price. This is a really pretty kind of reddish brown. Might be similar to Robert Oster's Burgundy Chocolate Notes, but we shall see. Nope, we have to write. Stop doing that. All right. And then we've got Journalize Deep Space Aurora. I think this is in the, there's a couple of lines with Journalize. One of them is whimsical and the other one is like night something. but it's in a different line than the Evil Queen that I've got. Oh, come on, get off of there. Hopefully I'm not shaking anything else. All right, hopefully there's enough in there because I've run out of patience. Journalize. Deep space. Aurora. All right. We'll let these things dry. I will do the other swatching off camera because I'm slow. And then I will come back. Hello, I'm back. It all of a sudden started raining and went super dark. But it gave me enough time to do this. So this is the Diamine Shimmertastic Caramel Sparkle. This is it on the Wearingeul swatch card. Can you see it? The color seems to be Brandy Snap with shimmer, which is okay because I love Brandy Snap. It's one of my faves. Whether I'll get the guts to put that in a pin remains to be seen. Of course, I didn't put this in the order that it is on there. Let me just shuffle really quick. Okay. Pilot Iroshizuku Yuyake. For some reason on this, I wrote Fuyuyake, but I kind of widened it out. The closest thing I've got to that, this is like pretty rich and shades really well. I've got Earl Grey Tea, which seems to be brighter. This is a really pretty orange. Autumn Oak is like way more yellow, almost like a greenish undertone compared when you put it next to this. Pilot Iroshizuku Chiku Rin. I thought I had something that was really close to this in the Diamine range, but I don't seem to. But this is it on the Wearingeul swatch card. Look how much bluer, hopefully this shows up on the camera, it is on Tomoe River paper than it is on the Wearingeul swatch card. It's like a lot more yellow. And so the only kind of thing I could find that was kind of close to it was Sailor Ink Studio 967, which looks like it's right between the two versions. And then we've got Tag Kyoto, which turns out the color name is Adzukiro, and it's a Kyoto no Odo ink. And that is the color as best I could figure out. It's like a dark reddy, like purpley reddy brown. The undertone, I don't know whether it's going to look like this on camera, is kind of close to this Sketch Ink by Rohrer and Klingner Jewel. I thought maybe Wearingeul Don Quixote, but that's just, no, just plain brown, really. In comparison, and this is the one I thought it was going to look like, and yeah, no, not at all. All right, and next we have Journalize Deep Space Aurora. Can you see that shimmer? It's really pretty. It looks like there's more than one color of shimmer in there, which would make it kind of like an aurora, right? So there it is on the card. The base layer of the card, I thought maybe Shinkai, but it's just, this is a little bit more green toned. So yeah, I don't think I've got anything that color. Anyways, this is pretty. So far I'm doing all right with the other Journalize ink, so maybe I'll put this in a pin. Maybe around Christmas. That seems like that would work. All right, those are all the inks I got at the Thingamabobby Fountain and Meetup. I will put a link to Marcsmellow shop where she's got this as a printable you could download. And print out. I just printed on Chamoy River paper. Try to do it on a laser printer. Don't try and print on 52 GSM Chamoy River paper on a laser printer. It worked just fine on my inkjet. All right, that is all, folks. Bye.